Hey everybody, thank you guys for coming out to the Midwest Regional for the National Ninja League. This is going to be the rules video for the mature kids. So just before we get started, a couple housekeeping things. You guys are going to have a 3-minute time limit on the course. You may begin the course with liquid chalk on your hands, and we will have 2 chalk stations for you at certain points in the course. So if your coach or someone is following you, they can't have chalk for you. We're just trying to keep the gym clean, keep the course clean for all the competitors, and we put chalk where we feel you guys think you might need it. Other than that, thank you guys for coming out, and let's get started. Alright, so obstacle 1 and 2 are linked, so that means you can't touch the ground in between them. You're going to start the course over here on this red block. The timer is going to count down. It'll say 3, 2, 1, go. Once that happens, your time starts. The first obstacle is going to be going through our quad steps. It's hands and feet. Any part of the quad step is fine, and you're making your way over to the gray stones. Once you touch the stone, you have cleared the quad steps, and you have started the second obstacle, so make sure you guys don't touch the floor. Just as a general rule for our courses here, you are allowed to reset, so at any point if you start an obstacle, you don't like your swing or you want to get a better grip, you are allowed to reset to the previous platform, so just keep that in mind while you guys are running. On the second obstacle, I'm going to show a separate demo so you guys can see the angle better, but it's going to be feet only on the stones. So you had hands and feet on the quad steps, feet only on the stones, making your way to a red block that you'll see here in a second. So here's a demo. Alright guys, so the next obstacle, you're going to be starting on the red block that was the finish from the stones. It is hands and feet. The things that are on for this obstacle are the rope, these rings, as well as the next rope, making your way over to the gray block. As a general rule on the course, truss is not in play, straps, carabiners, things like that. Especially on the truss, if you guys are landing on a block, and you're like falling backward and grab the truss to save yourself, I am going to call you out. If a block is close to the truss and you land on it and you fall forward into it, you have to push off like to save yourself from like hitting your face. That's different, that's okay. But as a general rule, try your best to avoid the truss. You don't want to make me have to make a decision like that. So again, this is hands and feet, and here's the demo. Alright, so the next 2 obstacles are both going to be balance obstacles that are feet only. So going from the gray block that you just landed on, you're going to be using our teeter-totter, feet only, and on the green middle portion only. So no blue where the base is. The touch point for this obstacle is the red mat here. And then you're going into the second portion of the balance, which has a rolling log here. So it doesn't spin a lot, but it can move a little bit. There is a purple piece here on the side of it that you probably can't see in the video. You are allowed to stand on that as well. So as long as you guys aren't touching the gray carpet, you are okay for this obstacle. Just remember that it's feet only and you're making your way to the gray block on that side. So I'll demo both of those now. Alright, so our next obstacle, you guys just landed on the gray block from the balance. This red block is the start of your next obstacle, so you guys are allowed to touch those mats in between to get over here. Once you're up on this red block, this obstacle is going to be hands only, and your hands may only be on these red rings. So you're going to be taking your rings through the ring toss, onto the hooks here, until you feel you can dismount to this gray block here. So here's an example. Alright, so for this obstacle, when you guys finish the ring toss on the gray box, the next starting platform is the red box. So you guys are allowed to touch the ground after that. You're going to be starting on the red block here. and this is going to be a two-part obstacle. Both obstacles are going to be hands only. The first obstacle, you're going to be using this horizontal black bar and then the two trapeze bars to get to the pumpkin. When you touch the pumpkin, you have cleared the first portion of the obstacle, and the second obstacle is going to be sliding the pumpkin down the track to a red mat over there. I'm going to show you guys two different demonstrations so that way you can see both obstacles more clearly, but again, it's hands only for both. Alright, so your next obstacle after you come off the pumpkin slider, you guys are going to land on that red mat that you saw in the demo. You can touch the floor to get over here. Your next obstacle is going to be going through our devil steps. The starting platform is this gray block over here, and the devil steps are hands only. So you guys can have your hands on the purple wooden part of the steps. So no black part on the outside here, no peg bombs or monkey bars on the outside. Going through the steps, you can choose whether you do the bigger gaps or the smaller ones closer to the wall. You're going to be making your way over, hands only, to the gray block on the other side. Alright guys, almost to the end, last obstacle before the warped wall. So you guys just came off the devil steps onto this gray block here. You probably can't see it with this camera angle, but you're going to be starting on this block, so make sure you stick that landing. This next obstacle is also going to be hands only. You're going to be using these horizontal bars, making your way over to the salmon bar and then dismounting to a gray block past it. So the salmon bar and the bar right before it may spin a little bit. The other ones before that are going to be fixed, so just be aware of that. Again, it's hands only, getting from block to block. Alright guys, so last obstacle for the mature kids. You guys just came off the salmon ladder dismount. You can start anywhere on the floor here. You're going to have 3 tries to get up our 11-foot warp wall. So you can see we have a 12-foot wall with a ring hanging at 11 feet. You guys may use hands and feet on that ring, the wall, getting up and over. The 10-foot wall and the wall beside the 10-foot wall are not in play. So you're going up and over the 12-foot section using that ring if you need it to help you. And there's a buzzer on the wall that will stop your time. So make sure you guys climb over and hit that buzzer because that's going to give you your final point.